Hey guys, Alex with Elevate Health and Performance here. Today we are taking a look at a B stance dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So let's break down each of those terms, beginning at the Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift is a deadlift or hinge variation where you're not going to take those weights all the way down to the ground. And in most cases, depending on individuals' mobility, we're likely going to take our hands, bar, or dumbbell to about knee or slightly below knee height. So keep that in mind as we go through our B stance dumbbell Romanian deadlift. We're only going to be taking the depth to about knee height. The second piece we're focused on here is that B stance. And the B stance, for our purposes, is being used as a non-primary or secondary stance. While a traditional deadlift may have us set up in a symmetrical stance, our B stance is actually going to have us moving one foot back to the toe at a 45-degree angle. So how we know where to put that foot depends on our single leg stability. We want to make sure when we take our B stance that the front leg still allows for our heel, our hip, and our shoulder to be totally lined up or totally stacked. We want to avoid stepping far enough back or far enough out that it shifts our center of gravity where our hips might not be stacked over our heel. So for that B stance setup, we're going to go ahead and grab our dumbbells, hold them on the front of the thigh, and take a small step back so that our heel, our hip, and our shoulder are still lined up. From here, we're going to be hinging forward, allowing our hips to go back, and we'll use that B stance or that back toe for quite a bit of stability. So don't be afraid to use that back toe. But we're hinging, hips go back, chest comes down. We're just going to follow the front of our thigh down to about knee height. Standing back up, hip comes forward. We should have a bit of a tailbone tuck or belly and glute squeeze. So hips go back, chest falls forward, and we're coming back up. In order to keep this a hinge, we want to avoid over squatting or having our front knee come forward in that movement. If you find the dumbbells need to go around the knee, you know you've squatted, and this is going to create some low back strain or stress. So we want to avoid squatting our hinges. Hips go back, knee or shin is nice and vertical. So those dumbbells should be able to drop down right in front of the knee before we stand back up and crush the glute that we're working on, or the primary leg in that B stance. After you complete all your reps on one side, you'll just take that B stance on the other leg and perform that same hinge, hinging back, reaching the hips back, back flat, and standing, driving the hips forward, belly tight, glute squeezed. Go ahead and give that a go. Let us know what you think.